Everyone kept telling me how strong I was, and for a long time, I believed them. I smiled through appointments. I showed up when my body said stay down. I answered I'm fine so many times it stopped feeling like a lie and started feeling like a personality. But here's what nobody said out loud. What they were calling strength was actually exhaustion that I had learned to perform. And there is a difference. In Nigeria, resilience isn't just admired, it's expected. It's almost a requirement of personhood. You push through, you don't complain, you carry what you carry and you keep moving because stopping feels like weakness, and weakness isn't something we were taught to show. I grew up inside that narrative. It shaped how I moved through the world, especially how I moved through illness. When my body started doing what FOP bodies do, when the flare-ups came, when movement started disappearing, I did what I was taught. I pushed through. I performed okay. I wore my struggle quietly like something to be ashamed of. Because in the culture I grew up in, being sick and being strong felt like two things that couldn't exist in the same body. What nobody tells you about performing strength is what it costs you privately. Every time I smiled through a bad day, I paid for it later. Every time I said I'm fine, when my body was anything but, I added something to a debt I didn't know I was accumulating. Medical exhaustion isn't just being tired. It's a specific kind of tired that comes from fighting your body and performing wellness at the same time. You are managing symptoms, managing other people's comfort, managing their fear of your reality, managing their need to see you okay, so they don't have to sit with how not okay things actually are. And somewhere in the middle of all that managing, you forget to actually feel what you are feeling. There was a moment, I won't say exactly when, but there was a moment where I couldn't do it anymore. Not dramatically, not a breakdown, just quiet. A quiet where I stopped performing okay and just sat with how not okay things were. And the strangest thing happened. Nothing collapsed, nobody left. The world didn't end because I stopped pretending I was fine. What collapsed was the belief that I had to perform strength to deserve care, that I had to be okay to be worth staying for. That belief, that one specifically, was the most exhausting thing I was carrying, and I didn't even know it was there. I'm not saying resilience is wrong. I'm saying the version of resilience we were taught, the one that requires silence, performance, and the erasure of your own suffering, that version has a cost nobody talks about. Real strength isn't the absence of struggle. It's allowing the struggle to be real without letting it be the only thing you are. You are allowed to be exhausted. You are allowed to say this is hard without someone telling you to be strong. You already are. You just don't have to perform it anymore.